They do go for it. It's Wentz. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Kendricks not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Mills.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here's Ajayi. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for our defense because when they came out on the field, their number one mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. This is Ajayi. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards. They run with Ajayi. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd and goal, Ajayi, the lone man in the backfield. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert from 3 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Booker team. Watch that. 14. 95. 95.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Janikowski bangs it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers. And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half. We'll see if they do just that. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Seattle. Juwan Brown, 69 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver, those are the plays they dream of. Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Once again here on 2nd and 10. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Hey, other side, solid.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Nazir Jones in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now it's Lockett. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
19.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one. Yards out, and the Seahawks add on to their lead. Janikowski good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to let one fly for Tate. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them.
And that's caught inside the 35. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Golden Tate, 62 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively,
it's accelerating and off he goes. The 30, 20, 10, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Able to spin free. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Wentz now to throw. He's going to let one fly. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give him a gain of 37. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running...
Tempo. 14. There.
Now Wilson on second down. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Chris Long in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Good. Let's go, 14.
On third down, Wilson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. The quick slant caught. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now it's Carson. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Shorty, shorty.
Now it's Ajayi. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
46 down, man, 5-4.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Let's go. Sunday, Sunday. Sunday, Sunday.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Shotgun now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
Go, go. Rip, rip. Go, go. 120.
Now Wentz. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Elliott now to kick this one away. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. And that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Super toe. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
380. 19.
Wilson wants to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
14. Tempo. Alert. Gun. Hey. Check. 47.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got a man, complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play on third down for the Seahawks. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Tempo, baby, let's go to work, come on.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. C.J. Procise, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Janikowski on for the extra point. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And a loose football. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
All the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
Money bag. Looking like a money bag. He said it's up. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back. Money back, yeah. Money back, Money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back. Money back. Get off. Gang, so don't be talking side.